G'day and welcome to Game 2 in this best of 2 between NigmaGalaxy and BoomEsports in ESL 1 Malaysia 2022. NigmaGalaxy was able to claim Game 1 in a 45-odd minute game. It was very tight for much of the game. You know, gold and XP were very similar until about the 40th minute mark where NigmaGalaxy just got ahead. Saying that though, it did look like Nigma had a bit of an advantage for most of the game in terms of their item scaling on what heroes they had picked. So, a bit of an outdraft for Nigma that ended up netting them a little bit more efficiency from their gold over the heroes of BoomEsports. So, we're looking at our first lot of bans. First lot of bans and picks. The NigmaGalaxy actually taking out the Dawnbreaker this time themselves, not wanting to pick it, so not allowing Boom to get it themselves, and Pango, that Rolling Thunder, in quite a nuisance, so getting rid of that. Chen and Enchantress both being banned from the side of BoomEsports. They are not having the zoo. They're saying the zoo is not welcome here. The zoo is shut. We're after hours. Please, you know, go see the Natural History Museum. No zoo here. NigmaGalaxy open up with the IO. So the benefits of the IO, for those who aren't aware, with the tether can keep their core in lane quite healthy, topped up with the meta and regen, and with damage mitigation and extra attack speed from the overcharge, can really trade quite well in the lane. And then towards the mid and late game, you have the potential to farm around the map with your POS 1, or your POS 2, your POS 3, whoever you want to farm around the map with, and you can just bring them into the fight with the relocate wherever the fight kicks off. Of course, you don't want the fight to kick off where the IO is, because you can't bring everyone else back into you. BoomEsports respond with the Death Prophet and the Tusk. Now, Tusk in the latest patch did get a small buff to the Snowball in terms of the stun duration, but it's very small, hardly noticeable, I would say. And Death Prophet did have actually some sizable changes to her, so quite low movement speed now. Went from 320 movement speed down to 285, so lost a lot of movement speed, but gained it back in percentage-based movement speed from the Exorcism. So going to be a lot slower for most of the time, but when that Death Prophet now pops the Exo, they're going to be a lot speedier with those ghosts. The other change that Death Prophet received was the percentage-based damage on the Soul Siphon no longer occurs. It's now just a flat damage increase, so no more percentage-based damage. Terrorblade is the response from NigmaGalaxy, a high armor hero, very good against the ghosts. Ghosts, if you don't know, are not actually magical damage, they are physical damage. Go figure, ghosts being physical damage. But Terrorblade with that natural agility gain and high armor will do well against those ghosts and won't feel too much pain from them. Also the Tusk, the main form of the Tusk burst is the Walrus Punch, which again is physical. So the opening two heroes, quite a lot of physical damage, and Terrorblade seems to be the solution to that. Saying that though, Terrorblade is not a particular hero that does well against burst. You know, you have a lot of agility, but not much HP, so you can get bursted through quite quickly until you start to get those later game, you know, Scardies, Mantas, getting those stats to go climb up and getting a little bit more of a base HP pool to work with. In lane, Terrorblade pairs with IO pretty well. In that melee form, you just keep him topped up with the health. And in the range form, you can pop that the overcharge with the meta and can punish anyone who steps a little too close. Bans coming out now from NigmaGalaxy, the Batrider, the Timber, and the PL. I think Illusion Heroes are buffed in this patch. Illusion Heroes, I feel, are buffed in this patch. Particularly, not so much Illusion Heroes, but Mana Burn, now that BKB requires 50 mana. It's a little thing, but certainly can impact at some point. And Vision heroes being removed. Vision and Zoo being once again removed from Boom. So the first three, look at the mental scarring that Boom Esports are experiencing right now. Chen, Enchantress, Beastmaster, the three heroes that summon additional units. They're saying, we do not want them in our game. Please go away. And then removing the Night Stalker. We look at the Night Stalker and the Beastmaster both as Vision heroes. So they don't want to have Nigma having tabs on them in this game. And Mars is removed as well. Very strong team fighter Mars with the Spear and Arena. And just AoE control with where people can move in a fight. Does quite a lot.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So Timbersaw banned out after you pick a Terrorblade, because Terrorblade with that very low HP pool, you don't want to be up against the Timber, just removing stats and doing a lot of burst damage. Batrider seems to be banned a lot in pro games. You never want to get lassoed. You never want to lose one of your heroes from the game. And my goodness, what have we here? NigmaGalaxy playing to the people. We have a Lion and a Queen of Pain. I never would have guessed it.
Radiant team back.
And Faceless Void in return. Oh, okay. So we have Snapfire with damage into the Chronosphere. Tusk with the tag team potentially sitting on the edge, but the Shards at least damage in the Chrono. And Death Prophet with decent damage in Chrono as well with the Crypt Swarm and the Ghosts. Along with the right clicks. Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh my. Yes. We got the Lion. So mass burst damage here. Obviously lots of control with the Hex and the Earth Spike. I just want to have a quick look to see, did Lion get any changes in the patch? Nothing is standing out to memory as anything particularly large. In fact, Lion, oh here we go, turn rate improved, talents, a little bit extra Earth Spike damage at level 10. Oh, you get the mana drain deals damage equal to 150% of mana stolen at level 25. Are we going to see a cool Lion here? Or is it just a pick to keep the Terrorblade illusion safe? Because the other potential thought here is that the Lion with the Hex and with the mana drain can immediately get rid of illusions. So you don't want that happening to your Terrorblade. You want those illusions to be strong and durable and be able to farm and to put on pressure on towers and in fights without a Lion just coming and draining them. It is an unusual sort of deny pick though, if that was their thinking. I think they just wanted a bit of lockdown for the Terrorblade. Terrorblade wants to be able to hit things. IO does not provide lockdown. So you're looking for a hero that can go in, stun and hex and do all their spells all at once and then be done for the fight. And Lion is that hero. Quap can jump around, throw in the ultimate, but she's not going to provide a lot of lockdown, the Quap.
Dire team pick.
Oh, and here it is. Here it is. We got a Pudge. So this is looking like maybe a mid Pudge. Either a mid or an offlane Pudge. Because I'm guessing this Terrorblade has to be one. This has to be a Dreamer Cell Terrorblade, I would be thinking. On the side of Boom. So it's going to be a Jackie Faceless Void. Most likely this Death Prophet mid being played by Yopaj. And then a Snapfire and Tusk support duo picked up by Tims and Skem. So we're probably looking for FBZ's hero here last. The side of Boom. DK and Puck along with Lena and Doom were banned out in the last stage. So an offlaner that offers damage in a Chronosphere. There's quite a few options here. Potentially maybe an Underlord. provide lockdown for this Queen of Pain with the pit. Good clear against Terrorblade illusions. It does end up being the Zeus. So this is a Yopar Zeus? Yeah, it is a mid Zeus. Yopar Zeus, so it's going to be an offlane Death Prophet. On the side of NigmaGalaxy, it is the Mind Control Pudge in the offlane. Sumail mid with the Quap, Dreamercell on the Terrorblade. Kuro will be taking the line to the safe lane, and GH with the 4 IO. Jackie with the Faceless Void. Skem with the support for the 4 Snapfire, 5 Tusk. I think they may even play that around a little bit. And FBZ will be that offlane Death Prophet. Okay, well that's plenty of damage for Chrono. We were talking about needing damage for Chrono. I mean, I was off the mark a little bit with the offlane pick, but the pick still is about damage for Chrono. Zeus is the damage hero. If you want damage, you pick the Zeus. And my goodness, that Arcana, or whatever it is, that looks very nice. The lightning bolt bristling, I love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. So tick, we have damage for Chrono, Mortimer's Kisses plus Zeus ult. That's an absolute big tick. We have a silence from FPZ that might hurt Sumail pre-BKB and even Dreamercell, stopping him from getting that Sunder off. On the side of NigmaGalaxy though, we just have strong picks. The Pudge last pick nothing's really changed too much from the patch. Pudge is still incredibly strong and will eat you alive. Eat you alive come mid-game if he has any sort of game. Void can die. That's the thing though. To a Kuroki blink initiate, Void can die. Very, very easily. Anyone can die, really. There is a snowball save. It's just whether that snowball save is fast enough. And there is potentially a gobble up save as well. So I know the snowball is just immediately available. But the gobble up, you would need the Ags for that to help it to come out.
Prepare for battle.
Okay. NigmaGalaxy moving out together towards the middle of the map. In contrast, BoomEsports popping a few taunts, heading down the south side under the cover of smoke. Still have over half duration of that smoke available. We might actually have a bit of engagement here. Level 1. It's a 5v5. Here we go. Tim's leading the way. Gonna be a shard. They're coming up the hill. All the heroes are here. Oh, and he wants to go in. It's a contest. Pudge is here. Does he have a hook? He does. Get out of the way of the hook. Oh, here comes the reflection. It might be a first blood. Skem looks like he's been caught. Oh, another hook. Might put FBZ there as well. And the tips coming out. Sumail getting that first blood. So Dreamercell hanging around for this rune. They're pretty confident no one else is going to contest it.
The battle begins.
Sumail is here. Oh, Dreamercell comes in with the reflection as well. Getting some good damage off this level 1 reflection. Not afraid to commit it. I have to say, I do love a Terrorblade that gets at least the 1 point in the reflection for the laning phase. I don't like the full meta and conjure image build. I think the level 1 reflection, you get the full 5-second duration, you get the radius, it's just the damage and movement slow that scales. So you do get a good deal out of that level 1 of reflection. So at the moment it looks like we have Kuro and Mind Control in the offlane against the Tim's Tusk. Tim's Tusk is shards first, and FBZ on this Death Prophet. So they've tried to play a little bit of musical lanes here to get the lanes that they want. So with FBZ coming up against the Pudge, that's what you want. You want the Spirit Siphon against this big pudgy boy when he goes in on you. Oh, the double stun. And the hook. A little bit of damage. Yeah, nice. Good damage. And Lion actually doesn't hits pretty well. For a support. 55 damage. Throw that up. Mid lane, we have the Zeus being played by Yopaj up against Sumail on the Quap. Should be fairly even farm lane. Quap has the sustain from the dagger. Zeus can, arc lightning and jump away if need be. Bottom lane, it's actually the Void going to the off lane. Just try and secure his farm a little bit more against this safe lane Terrorblade, the Dreamer Cell. GH is here on the IO supporting him out, and Schem on the Snapfire. So in terms of the lane where the most action is going to be, I'm going to have to say probably this top lane where this Pudge is going to be situated and the Death Prophet. They're going to both be happy to sort of go on each other. So you have to see what's going to happen there. Overcharge. It's being used. And the meta. So now this bottom lane is very much in Dreamer Cell's ball for the next in his court for the next 30 odd seconds. He will own that lane. Kuro still just level 1. We do have the Rot on Pudge. FBZ with the Spirit Siphon. I imagine he'll be maxing that out against the Pudge. That's why they wanted to get this lane. Tim's just doing a little bit of taunting in the background. Not much else going on here. Mid lane. Yopaj with the last hit. It's actually 12-5 of Sumail. So this is actually a complete flip of game 1 where Sumail was styling on Yopaj in terms of the CS war, and now it's flipped the other way. Yopaj is giving back as much as he gave there. Level 1 in the time dilation, just slowing them down, helping Schem get away. But the good start on the bottom lane here for Dreamer Cell with the 14 last hits to the Void of 6. And you have to wonder, they sent the Void bottom to try and avoid this Pudge lane and try and get some more last hits for him, and it just hasn't worked out very well at the moment. He's halfway down the last hits chart, and Dreamer Cell and GH are just really pressuring Jackie and Schem in this lane. So they probably don't have a lot of right to do, being a Terrorblade and an IO, particularly against a Void who has very good base stats and the Mortimer. Snapfire with the Cookie and the Scatterblast. Kuro sitting mid, they know. They scanned it. It's going to go in. With the stun. Mana Drain will be available. Just hitting.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Does have another stun in 1. Oh, okay. Doesn't try and earth, doesn't try and ground target it. A lot of stun. A lot of good damage here from Kuro. Fairy Fire popped. Kuro is committing. He will die for it. But Sumail does get the kill first. So definitely worth for the side of NigmaGalaxy. Tims will grab that water rune, top himself up a little bit. Sumail will fill up his bottle, and he is all good. Top lane, Mind Control is behind the tower with the level 2 in Rot and the level 1 Flesh Heap. The nerf to Flesh Heap was it does cost a lot more mana now, so a lot less spammable for the Pudge in the early game, which will hurt his lane. Kuro just holding onto a skill point right now. This you can see the patch, this heal is taking back a lot. Tims, yeah, this is gonna hurt. 1 in tag team, plus the shards. Just gonna hit him. And yeah, Kuro's in trouble. Oh, the hook though, coming out over onto Tims. And the Rot. We have enough. Ooh, the roll's gonna get him away to the creeps, and he's gonna have to run. Mind Control should be fine, but won't end up getting that kill. And that juicy Flesh Heap stack, which you love to get over onto the Pudge. Just getting the last hit there. Last hit secured. Well done to Mind Control. Dreamer Cell though, sitting at the top of the net worth chart. Well, I shouldn't say net worth. Top of the last hits chart right now. With 33 and 9. Here's the one of the latest additions in the patch, the Inspiration Aura, the Flag Bearer creep, bonus health regen. That's actually provided to allies. Does it provide it to allied creeps as well? So catapult waves are the one that I'm really thinking about with that. You keep them alive for a little bit longer. And how much gold does he get from this? 35 plus 35. So that would be provided in AoE to allies as well. Mid lane, Schem is in along with Samael stunned. Earthspike comes out. Bop does have the ulti. He doesn't want to use it. He will just get the clicks down as GH does the body blocks to make sure that he doesn't get away. Yopaj is going for the max Art Lightning build and Heavenly Jump. That's pretty standard. Sometimes they do the level 1 in Lightning Bolt. I think at some point, just to clear out wards and cancel TPs. You don't want to be, you know, level 8 as a Zeus and not have any points in Bolt. Samael just baiting a little bit. Does have the IO support, overcharge. Getting that damage reduction up. The Sonic Wave to push him back, and Tim's might have actually committed a little too far here. Tower's gonna not hit him, but it's gonna be enough. Samael gets another kill. He's dominating. That was a textbook bait there from Samael with GH sitting behind. Kuro connecting down the river, and they just baited him in and cleaned up the kill. Pop the clarity with the GH IO going with him, and they'll be fine. And look, Skem's going to be caught as well. This is a level 3 Shadow Strike. And he's down as well. Samael might actually eventually fall. He's got the wand. We'll pop out the Shadow Strike. Over on the Yopaj, just going to heal him up. Shadow Strike's healing him. GH and Kuroki are committing. They get the kill. The 4 and 5 of NigmaGalaxy just behind the mid lane tower, and they are smacking down Yopaj and this Zeus. Zeus, you are no god here. Go back to Olympus if you want any honor and respect, because here we disrespect your name and trod all over your grave. Jackie, bottom lane. He's trying to get a little bit of farm. Ooh, the quick jump away. Don't think he would have died, but he would have taken a lot of damage. Oh, he does have a level 1 in Hex, actually. I think it would have been. I think it would have been a death. With the level 1 in Hex, I think Jackie possibly dies there. That's what, 2.5? Yeah, it's 3.5, 4.5. Almost, yeah, almost 0.5 seconds of stun. TP out. Oh, and Zeus ult now comes on through. Yoinks at Yopaj from afar. He gets that ultimate up. And Kuro will not be making it home. Not today. Top lane. Pudge has got the ultimate up. Bit of a mixed skill build right now. Wants to be able to farm later on with the 2 points in the flesh heap with the damage block. And there's really no kill potential on either one of these two here, but if they do have a rotation from, say, a mid player, like a maxed out Shadow Strike Queen of Pain, which I'm loving this build, by the way, then, you know, anything could happen. Mind Control does have a Soul Ring, so he does have the mana for the Dismember. Dreamer Cell just being harassed in his own jungle from Skem, wandering across. Did he drop down any wards? He did. So there is a ward drop down in the middle of the jungle of NigmaGalaxy. So they'll be keeping track of wherever Dreamer Cell is farming and hopefully punishing him a little bit for his movements. Tim's sitting behind his Zeus in mid lane, looking to get any saves. He does look like he's maxing out the tag team. Definitely the right call. Get a little bit more damage, particularly with Little Shredder coming in as well. You get buff that up, I guess, later on. Not so much now. But you do want to get that level 10 tag team plus 25 tag team damage, and yeah, that just sends it to 120 tag team bonus damage. And with that, you can Roche. You can get a lot of damage on Roche from that. Pudge just getting some damage onto the tower early, clearing the creep wave. And now he'll just come in and smack it down. And should do quite a lot of damage here. Doesn't look like they're TPing. Yeah, Skem's out. He's bailing the trees. He's got 45 seconds on TP, so there's no intention to defend this top lane. Mind Control looks like he will be taking it. There's no ultimate from Skem. So this is going to be a free tower top. And he'll be just fine. PH can potentially get some ward vision down. He is hanging onto a smoke, working towards that mech, only 400 gold away. Samael does have the Witchblade coming out soon, about 180 gold away. Scam is still just hiding in the trees. Doesn't know where this Mind Control Pudge is, and he doesn't want to find out in an ugly position.
Middle tower
He ends up TPing. Ends up TPing from here to here just to get that XP, as he, and rightly as he should. Yopaj, still no points in the lightning bolt. Which I mean, I can endorse that. I can understand no points in lightning bolt. We'll be looking to get that static field shard immediately though. He's already got it sitting here. 3 minutes and 32. He should be able to pick that up as long as he has the gold. That's what he'll be aiming to get. FBZ, he's heading into a BKB straight away. Doesn't want to muck around. You have a smoke from Samael. Oh, they're going to find FBZ. Out comes the Shadow Strike with the extra damage from GH. Silence will come out. Chrono, but the overcharge is going. Mortimer's Kisses plus the Zeus ulti on top are going to be more than enough damage. And as we talked about in the draft, the Mortimer's Kisses plus the Zeus ulti, they have damage in Chrono. Lots and lots of damage in Chrono. So that move was read very easily from the side of Boom. They sort of dangled FBZ down here and then came through with the smoke and intercepted. And Sumail and GH took the bait. Tim's is moving in. There's an eat over on the Death Prophet. He's running at him with the haste rune. Mind control. Rot level 3. Snowball save does come out, but he eventually does get FBZ. Mind control is getting low. He's getting the hook and the eat. Oh, he's still alive. Yopaj. He does get him in the end. No mana. Not quite enough.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Mind control just dancing for a pudge around these trees, trying his best to try and stay alive, and makes enough space for Sumail and Kuroki to clean up. And still, I think it was used actually. I don't remember what was used on there. I thought he fake pumped it a couple of times and didn't end up using it. Unless he used it on someone who was already dead. They want this mid tower. Mind control is coming back out. They are committing for this. He's just walking straight on in. I'm a big fat pudge. What are you going to do? Oh, and the hook. I feel like someone's hiding in those trees. Sumail blinks in with the Shadow Strike and the Scream. Meta, quick pop from Dreamer Cell. There is the Snowball save, but his Snowball's bringing him in, not taking him out. And a little pig pole. A little piggy pole. Pig out. Not going to save him there. Mind control's moving through. He wants more. He senses Jackie's farming up in these Ancients, and he was right. He probably doesn't have enough to punish the Faceless Void all by himself, though. With Dreamer Cell around, certainly has a lot of damage from this Metamorphosis Terrorblade. This is the big boy scary one right here. Meta's up. You want to run away from that. And that meta nerf to Flush Heap just doesn't feel very impactful right now. Smoke in. Chrono available. It's the real one. Are they going to throw it? No, they're thinking about it. They know the Pudge is sitting behind. Oh, their Dreamer Cell is playing it. They know. They know. Both teams know that. They know the Pudge is sitting behind. It's like, why are you just letting me chrono you? Why aren't you running away? Because I have a Pudge who's going to hook me out. You knew it. Perfect play from both teams. That's when you know you're watching some high-level Dota, when both teams know exactly what's going on and they just walk away from each other knowing that nothing could be done. Mind control. We'll get down. These TPs, extra 1 second TP means Tim's just couldn't get there and get the ice shards block off in time. We're doing there a second earlier, potentially to block mind control in on that little ramp. Little ramp here. It's a really dodgy spot to come down there now. You really don't want to get caught in this ramp area. Whoop. Out onto the Tusk. Silence comes through. Rot is still running. Dreamer Cell with the reflection. Sumail does have the Sonic Wave ready to rock and roll when he needs it. Tim's just salving in the Snowball. Ghost up pop. Exorcism coming out. Chrono on top of Sumail and the Sunder saving Sumail inside the Chronosphere. Dreamer Cell's got to run because he's on low HP, but he did end up saving his mid. Dreamer Cell with the Sunder from the side. Kuro, he's got a finger, but it's not going to be enough. Actually, it might be. Finger turnaround. Sumail, the damage. No more Sonic Wave, but... Oh, he gets denied! Scam comes in from the side with the casual deny. He will pay with his life, but that was absolutely worth it to get the deny off on his off lane. And meanwhile that was happening, Jackie comes in and takes that tier 1 tower. And that turns out pretty well, I would say, for BoomEsports. Fairly even changes here in terms of XP and gold, but slightly more XP for Boom. And they do get the map control of the tier 1 going down. Dreamercell, he's building. He's building. They're going into Roche. They're going into Roche. Will they get there in time? I don't think they even suspect it's happening, or they just don't think they can fight it. With no Chrono, no Exo, it's probably just you have to leave it at this point and let NigmaGalaxy take this Roche, take the lollies, and get out. Yeah, I think they did know in the end, and they're just trying to split the map as much. You can see with the 5 heroes of Boom, they are all just around the map, madly farming as best they can, completely spread out, knowing that Roche was happening. They're just trying to push the lanes out a little bit. Top lane, Tusk, he's going to be forced to snowball back in, over onto GH, and yeah, he punches a creep to get a last hit just as he goes down. Tims, I can respect that. Tims, absolute, getting the most efficiency he can. He doesn't even try and punch one of the 2 heroes. Relocate, bottom, mind control, coming in. Oh, the silence actually catches all 3. Oh, that silence is only level 1. It only lasts 3 seconds, not long enough to stop the spells coming out.
Worthy tribute.
What under mind control, just having that hook ready to go to get that TP cancel. GH is still now just hanging out top without relocate, so Dreamercell is going to be careful here because he can't be saved. But he's sitting on an Aegis. That doesn't mean they can't kill him twice because he does die quickly. Only 1500 HP. Got a lot of armor. 63 physical resist, but his magic resist is only 25%, so he will die quite quickly. Kuro and mind control, just ships passing in the night with Scam with this invis room. No levels in Little Shredder yet. 4 into the Fire Snap Cookie and the Scatter Blast. 280 damage at max. Of course, you get the 50% bonus if it is in that at close range. Near the ward situation, NigmaGalaxy have got this deep ward behind this tier 2, or to the right of the tier 2. Gopage might just scout it out. Does he feel it? No. Oh, he's scouting here. He wants to check, but no, not there. Boom have the ward in their own safe lane jungle, just above their tier 2. So quite aggressive vision right now with smoke coming in, and the blink, and the dismember, and we're now looking at 7 flesh sheep charges for Pudge. He's starting to look like a big boy. He's eating them alive, and he hasn't even got this hook level maxed out yet either. He'd go for the +4 armor instead of the rot slow, interestingly. Really thought he would go for the rot slow here, but he hasn't queued up the Ags, so trying to be a bit more of a active Pudge, and not so much the Pudge that sits in the middle of the fight and no one can kill. I did just scout that out and didn't see it, so they might not think there's a ward there for a while, actually. This ward didn't catch him. This ward did not catch him coming up that high ground. Dreamercell's just farming casually. Just farming casually, yeah. What item was that? Was that the neutral creep? I think that was the neutral creep actually casting a net on Dreamercell. Blink away, mind control, just playing with them right now. He breaks the smoke, and gets out. Perfect play from mind control. Sits on that high ground inside their triangle, breaks the smoke, blinks away. I mean, he might still get... Oh no, there's a relocate surely coming. Yeah, in it comes, relocates. Here we go. Hook catches another one as well. Mind control, he's looking for more. He wants 2. But has he gone for too much? They didn't actually get the initial kill. Down goes Tusk now, but went for a little too much there and ended up selling Kuroki down the river. but NigmaGalaxy have absolute map control right now. They have a 5k net worth lead. They have the outpost in the safe lane jungle. Looks like this tier 2, the glyph has been forced, is going to be under a lot of pressure as well. And Boom are just on their heels right now. In terms of high ground defense, Boom have got a Zeus. They have got a... Oh, scam. Scam, yes. But will mind control die for it? He got a flesh heap stack, so he's probably happy. Oh, there's an FBZ coming over, but he blinks away. This Pudge is reminding me more of a Ricky or of TA. He's just dancing around. They can't kill him. He put his ballerina shoes on this morning, mind control. DD being picked up by Sumail. The bottle does collect it with the BKB. He's actually on for AC next as well. He wants to be able to click and survive with all the physical damage coming out from Boom. That maxed out tag team, level 10, probably get that tag team damage as well. FBZ does have his BKB, but that's about it. So it's Tread's BKB. It's pretty much naked. Jackie doesn't have his BKB yet, just see on the Maelstrom. Zeus is probably one of their better positioned cores right now with the Kyra and Sand and working towards the BKB as well. He can deal a lot of damage. Smoke from NigmaGalaxy. Circling around, looking for someone to hunt. Kuro does have the blink. Don't stray too far though. He needs to still connect with his team. He certainly doesn't have enough damage to take down anyone on the side of Boom by himself. Tim's with the Spirit Vessel, looking to reduce some of the healing coming out from the Wisp. Whoever the Wisp is tethered to, or even the Wisp themselves. We actually have the Shard. The mind control as well. Another smoke. Being able to save. Smoke on smoke action. We have Wisp top with Dreamer Cell. They see him. No, they've actually gone around them. They've gone around them. They're going to catch the Wisp. Nigma, you've caught the wrong one. You're pinging bottom, but they're actually top. Yeah, then they realize it. They realize that GH and Dreamer Cell, they get on out. Absolutely brilliant map awareness for them right now. They sensed it. They've gone, hey, we're smoked. There's no one else on the map. We can't see them. Where are they? They must be closing on our position since we're the only ones showing. And they just sensed it and TP'd out straight away. Really well done from GH and Dreamer Cell on that top side of the map. And now they've just linked up. So you don't have to play a part. You can just sit with the GHIO behind and relocate, save, reposition in the fight, reset, and that's all good. It's another smoke. This time Boom isn't smoked, they're just running up. Mind Control is going to run in the middle of them. He's got a blink, but he hasn't got any BKB. The Eat comes out, and the finger and the Sonic Wave. The Death Prophet does not stand a chance. They've taken out 2 and 3. Dreamer Cell on the backline gets on top of Schem with the meta and the Eye of Skadi, and the big boy Terrorblade is coming to turn your base into a place of mirrors. Actually, relocate top. They've caught Jackie. Oh no. Oh no. Are they taking him back? They still want to keep pushing it. I don't think they do. Oh no, they do bring back Dreamcell. That's got to hurt this Faceless Void. He was trying so hard to get the farm towards his BKB. Just pushing, knowing that perhaps they're going to go high ground. Willing to sacrifice his tower for a little bit of farm to get towards the BKB. And it just wasn't enough. Wasn't enough to get there. Mind Control Pudge working towards his BKB now though. He slops in that Ogre Axe. I don't actually know which one's better value. I think the Bracer is better value. Mind Control? I think it's better value. I would be leaving the Bracer in, particularly post 25 minutes. That's just straight up worse. Reflection coming out. FBZ. Tims will punch Sumail into there. BKB pop. Sumail is punching away. Snowball coming in. FBZ gets the triple suck off with the BKB. Shards to block. Sonic Wave isn't enough to burst, but the BKB's now. Tim does just tick down to the Sumail Shadow Strike. And Sumail's on the hunt. FBZ's low. They know it. Skem says, take me. Please. Chronosphere comes out. Buyback. In comes the kisses. Dreamercell will actually go down inside the Chronosphere. GH trying to keep Sumail going in the middle of the fight. But it's another buyback coming out from Boom. Two-man buyback. GH will be caught. And FBZ actually lives. He does. And it's a 5-man wipe in favor of Boom Esports. And Roche, not up for a minute and 10. Very unlucky. Very good fight. So, still favorite of Team Nigma in terms of net worth, but 2 buybacks on the sports, and you happily trade that for a 5-man wipe. So, Boom Esports very, very happy with the outcome of that fight, and Zeus doing the damage. 5.5k, 6 lightning bolts, 9 arc lightnings, a Thunder God's Wrath. You know, he's got the shard now as well, so he is just dealing an insane amount of damage. If you cannot get onto this Zeus, this Yopaj Zeus, he's going to do too much in the long run. You cannot let a Zeus sit there and use his entire mana pool. But he's got a BKB now. This is Zeus with a BKB. This is a manly Zeus. This is a manly Zeus. I don't need Blink Daggers. I don't need TP boots to run away. I don't need a 4-staff or a Yules. I just get a BKB. You gonna try and go on me? I'm gonna BKB and keep zapping you. Zappity zap zapper. Dreamercell, his own BKB now. Blink in from Kuro, does actually get spotted. Takes a lot of damage. Takes a lot of damage. He does survive thanks to mind control. Eating him up. Giving him the old digestive runs. The gobble. Okay, this long ramp now. Very big disadvantage to Dire. FBZ's in the trees. Jumping in and out with the time dilation. BKB pops and the ghost. Dreamcell, BKB against FBZ. Both of them are going hammer and tongs with the hook. Catches him. And that's going to be the end of FBZ. Gets the high ground, but he comes out with the blink and the BKB of the Scream of Pain. He doesn't want to get bashed. He does get gobbled by mind control. Save him again. Kuro will get caught. He does get off all his spells. Bear in mind, there are no buybacks on the supports of Boom Esports. Nigma knows this, and they can buy back on Kuro if needed. Meta is down, so Dreamercell happy to back up, get some neutral items. Pick up that Elven Tunic, a little bit of evasion, movement speed, and attack speed. But there is Chrono available, and they are going in. They get the double. Oh no. Oh no, it's a disaster. They might get one here. They do get the Faceless Void, but at what cost? Sumail gets actually picked off by Skem with the cookie and the shard. Glob, mind control. He's trying to get healed up. Relocate save. Croaky TPing back out. They're going to try and fight this. They want to go. Vision has been put down. They see Kuro here, coming in with the blink, stun, Pudge with the eat. GH trying to keep everyone alive with the mech, but it's not enough. Kuro goes down in the midst of it, mind controls, hooking, eating, being zapped, and he's all alone. And that glob will be enough to bring him down, and that is a huge loss for Team Nigma. They were coming into this game a few minutes ago with a large net worth lead, and now they are back to even, and it's going to be worse for them. They're all dead off the map. Roach is going down. There's no way they can defend this, and Skem is doing work with this Aghanim Shard Fire Snap Cookie. Fire Snap Cookie's become even more potent, getting increased jump range and launching a Mortimer Kiss to the landing destination. Absolutely. Oh, Sumail's in. Sumail's in. He actually gets the last hit on the Roche. Sumail, absolute Giga Chad. No fear at all, Skem. No more for you, and he gets out. Sumail gets the last hit. So the gold actually goes over to Nigma, and because of that, they're now at a 4k net worth lead. That would have been down a 4k net worth lead if Sumail had not made that play. Sumail, They don't call him the king for nothing. And I'm going to go ahead and say that that was a ballsy move. But I can't say it wasn't calculated because it worked out. He almost got the Aegis as well. I mean, he got the last hit, just didn't quite get the snatch. It is Yopaj now with the Aegis. I mean, that's not a great Aegis carrier. You'd rather have it on the Void. If Yopaj gets caught, then he's going to die twice more than likely. If Void gets caught, he's not going to die twice. So certainly that play there from Samal did more than just get the last hit on Roche. It actually forced Boom to put the Aegis on one of the heroes that they did not want it to go on. Blink from Dreamercell now being able to move quickly around the fights. GH with the 20 stack Holy Locket and the mech, ready to heal anyone up. BKB almost ready on Mind Control. He wants to go top. There's a huge creep wave here. Yeah, look at this. He's gonna farm this all up. He says, yummy, yummy, yummy. Creeps for my tummy. Give me them. All that gold, and that's his BKB. Look at that. He was 600 gold away. Went to that creep wave and he just farmed 600 gold. Hero looking towards the Aeon disc. Almost there. 1,200 gold away, and he'll have that Aeon disc being unable to be bursted. Are there any nullifiers coming out on the side? No nullifiers coming out from the side of BoomEsports. So Aeon disc will be potent. They will work to their maximum potential for quite a long while at this point in the game. Smail now with the completed AC wants to click, but also realizing that the ghosts and the physical damage coming from Void and the tag team, you know, they want the armor for himself and the team. He wants to be able to survive a little bit longer. He wants to be able to blink in and just hit and not be fearful of dying to the physical damage immediately, which is the position he was in that Roche engagement. So there is a tier 2 for them to take at bottom, whereas NigmaGalaxy don't have a tier 2. They do have a Rax though. Who's going to blink first here? They're poking the tower. Poking with more illusions. Dreamercell's gonna make his way up there, and yeah, it is Boom that blinks. Oh man, the damage on Zeus is too much. The damage on Zeus over on the TB is just a little insane. You got to be careful as this TB, the amount of damage that Zeus is going to pump out onto you. You got a low HP pool with that shard as well. There's no forgiveness. But that did force all of Boom back to their base, and 5-man smoke heading out. Chrono is available. All the ultimates up for both teams. I think Boom know where Nigma are, but they're wanting to try and catch someone else farming behind. Well, that's going to be obvious. Yopa, this is way too obvious right now. Yopa is showing on the mid lane. They're going to know exactly where Boom are. They know it. They're pinging it out. And they're here. They're here. They're somewhere here. The ult, giving vision. They know they're coming. Will they decide to stay and fight? Action's coming. Oh, actually, no, now NigmaGalaxy are looking for it. They see Yopaj. They want the Zeus. Mind control. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about a blink hook. Just holds off. Both teams almost looked like they wanted to fight there, and then both teams decided that actually they didn't. Oh, up onto the high ground. FBZ with the Lotus Orb and the BKB. Thinking about the ghosts. Hasn't popped him yet. Dreamercell's on the back line. BKB on 2 cores. Oh, actually being saved. Samal, the hook coming out over onto the face's Void, and he's going to live. Dreamercell hitting with the meta up. In and out. Jackie. Mind control. He's in there. He wants a little bit more. Flesh heap stacks. He will get another one. Jackie gets Kuroki on the back line, and Tusk will go down along with Sumat with the Mortimer's Kisses. There's kills happening everywhere. Lots of little fights. Buyback. Double buyback coming out from NigmaGalaxy. They're going to take this fight. There are no buybacks on side of Boom, and Jackie has got to jump. Will make it away. Nigma just playing the numbers game right then. then we're prepared to buy back for this fight. Are you? And they discovered that Boom did not have the ammunition in the barrel to continue that fight. Jopaj, Aghanim's the Roche, the Aegis has expired, so no 2 lives to him now. And he still doesn't have any other cast range or blink. He's working towards a blink now. He does have to get reasonably close to do the damage. I guess he's just relying on a chronosphere, but he blinks the Pudge and he gets away with the silence. Time dilation, he will get another jump. Samal wants to commit though with the Sonic Wave. He will get him. There is a buyback available if he wants it. Samal does go down very deep in the base to get the Void, but I guess he's happy with that trade. It was worth it. Worth, he says. Hook, scam, or stuff, doesn't get him out. Oh no, the reverse stun. 3-man stun from the Lotus Orb. Earthspite return around, but who was baiting who? Dream Cell pops the BKB and it actually looks like they're in a bit of trouble. Sunders, GH, the self-sunder on his ally. They're running, it's not fast enough. But who's here? He was inside Pudge all along. Pudge has got to be careful, he's running low in mana, and yeah, I think Dream Cell just wants to go back in. They want to keep fighting. Buyback coming out from Tim's on the Tusk. Will have the damage. Will trap in mind control. But on the back line, we still have FBZ trying to get Dream Cell. He will get out on 200 HP. GH. Oh, not fast enough to cancel that TP as well. Well, they defend the racks. And Nigma did use a couple of buybacks in the fight to get to that position, so... I mean, I know it says that 1 buyback there, but 2 buybacks used initially to get to that position fighting in their base. So, buybacks traded on both teams. We can see that the net worth lead is slightly in favor of NigmaGalaxy, but it's mainly on the 1 and 2. Mind control has fallen off quite a lot, and even the supports of NigmaGalaxy are quite poor compared to the supports of BoomEsports. If we have a look at Tim's, he has a Blink, Glimmer Cape, Spirit Vessel, he's quite strong. Scam as well, 4-star Glimmer Cape, and the Fire Snap Cookie upgrade. They are very strong compared to the Hero. Oh no, FBZ gets picked off. Dreamer Cell's gone to work with the Skadi and the meta. You know, Chrono, they have the damage inside the Chrono with the globs. He gets saved by Pudge with the hook and the gobble. Jackie's going to run away with the BKB because he knows there's a big boy Dreamer Cell inside. Look at him, he's huge. A BKB and the meta popped, he's blinking in Yopaj. There's no escape. Zeus bringing him back down to earth. DH will jump back with the relocate. It's a little bit. And the base is now under threat. Penta-Edge Sword, giving that additional attack range there. You can see, if you want to know what exactly 100 attack range extra looks like, there's a nice picture for you. And, oh yeah, they're just going throne. There's no, and they know. There's no globals. There's no ultis. There's no chronosphere. They do pop the glyph. Maybe that's all they're looking for here. Try and kill the creep wave. But the glyph's gone. Are they just going to go back in here? 40 seconds on Zeus. This game could just be over. And they decide they want to take the racks. They're going to play it safe. Mind control. Does have a fair bit of gold he can spend now. Dreamer Cell with the Daedalus and the Satanic. This Terrorblade is the boss of the game right now. He's the late game boss. He's what you've grinded the last 6 hours to get to. And he's here ready to beat your ass very quickly. Roche spawns as well. We got the Refresher Shard, the Cheese, the Aegis. They're going to be struggling to find places to put them. I think Pop has space. I imagine the Aegis is going to go over on the Terrorblade. Yeah, he's going to switch out those boots. Pop can probably get the... Yeah, he's going to swap out the bottle for the Cheese. And they're too late. They're too late. They don't have chrono. They need to get out. They need to get out. Boom. You're in no man's land. Samael to pop the BKB. Jackie just trying to slow him down with the time dilation a little bit, but it's a headlong retreat. Tim's is just going to sacrifice himself, but he's out for 90 seconds. And with the Aegis and the cheese on the IO, actually, the refresher. The refresher on the quad. They might just march down mid. They know the Tusk is out. Back to this point in the game, let's just switch over to buyback status. And we can see the only heroes with buyback in the game right now are the Pudge, the IO, and the Snapfire. Actually, not even the Pudge anymore. He's bought. So it's just the IO and the Snapfire with buybacks on the map. And IO, out of those two of them, has a much more impactful buyback because you can buy back, relocate back in, you know, heal people up, and actually have an impact in the buyback. They're just trying to slow it down. This is the Megas. A lot of damage. Dreamercell wants to heal up on those creeps. Jumping in and out. Doesn't deal any damage. He hasn't got a... There is no time walk upgrade here. No bash is coming out. The stun does miss. I think intentionally. FBZ popping the ghost and the BKB. But there's a big boy here. What have you got? You got the damage. Is there the globs coming out? We'll go down once. Sumail against the Void. Second life on Dreamercell. He has the BKB if needed. In goes Mind Control with the BKB and the Eat though. And Dreamercell's in, hitting under the base. There is this Spirit Vessel on him. But I don't think they have the damage. With Zeus going down, there's a buyback, but there's no chrono. Tim's gets hooked out of the base as well. And at the moment, they're thinking about heading into the Fountain Farm. That's the thought. How far can they go in? Let's hook them out. There is a 3-man glob stun. Buyback from FBC with the silence and the Crypt Swarm. Have Team NigmaGalaxy gone a little too deep? Dreamercell's still in the base. He's just wandering around. They can't touch him. And Dreamercell's just going in. He doesn't care that his mind control Pudge is dead. But he's heading in, he's going out. FBZ's trying to body block the Ancient as much as he can. He's sucking off the illusions, but it's not enough. The bonus armor on this Ancient is not going to be enough to hold it here. They're trying to kill the illusions. FBZ, he's just standing. He's sucking. The fear eventually comes out on Dreamercell. There comes the Sunder. It's only on a 6-second cooldown. The punch. They've got a timing. Can they do it in time? No, but Io comes in. GH with the heals. The globs. The Ancient. It's still forming. The Soak Wave. They can't stop the damage. Dreamercell have turned around for FBZ. And GG is called from Boom. And Nigma will take game 2 in this best of 2 group series match to take the series 2-0.